Spencer, it was a great performance in the LGCT Grand Prix of Chamarin, and of course you won. That was your first five-star Grand Prix win. It must have been amazing to win against, we had some really big names here.
Yeah, no, for sure, some of the best, and a lot of the people from the Olympics and horses also, King Edward and All In, Jessie's great horse and her riding so well, and yeah, it was a lot of good ones.
Now that you've had some time since Samorin, has your mind absorbed the reality of what took place there in that ex-bionic sphere?
Yeah, it was a good memory, and yeah, it was a fantastic day. I was hoping for the ticket, and of course I didn't know that I had to win. I was hoping maybe if I'm lucky I could be second or third, because there were a few that already had the ticket. But of course to win it was even better.
And you mentioned some of those horses, they were at the Olympics and they've had some fantastic results this year. Did you have that in the back of your mind? Did you think that you could win that Grand Prix?
Well, I think with 10 horses in the jump off, you kind of decide if you're just going to go for a clear or take all the risks. And if you're going to take all the risks, might as well give it everything. So that's what I chose to do.
Not too long ago, we spoke to Gerd Gillickson, who described King Edward as the best horse in the world. And I imagine that a few people would agree with that statement. Can you tell us a little bit more about King Edward, characteristics? What does King Edward bring to the table?
Okay, he brings everything to the table, I would say. He's yeah, we have all the quality that a horse should have, and he's still green for his age, especially then when we are talking about jump offs, and that I haven't got really in the perfect way, like we saw the week before. Didn't get a turn really how I wanted it, and really didn't trust him enough to make even a shorter turn. But yeah, the last week it felt everything felt really good, and I'm looking forward to the finals.
And you've ridden in Prague before for the team, for New York Empire, but of course now you're going as an individual in the Super Grand Prix. Tell us how excited you are for that.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I walked the Grand Prix in 2019, and it's for sure one of the biggest Grand Prix I've ever seen. And I have to say the level was about as high as it could ever be in the sport there. So I'm looking forward to being part of that.
So what does it mean for you professionally? What does it mean for your team around you, Henrik, to be competing at the LGCT Super Grand Prix in Prague? What does it mean for you and the team?
Okay, it means that we're gonna jump about a lot of money. So that is for sure a really fantastic thing for us. But of course, it's the best ones there. Everyone, that first, second, I don't know what the last one was to qualify. But yeah, it's the best people of the season. So yeah, and I think everyone is hungry. Christmas is coming, so everyone will have a good finish of the year.
And which horse will you take to Prague?
I have two good horses. I'm very lucky. I have my Chestnut there that just won, and also Quibel that's owned by Georgina Bloomberg that was third in Stockholm in the Grand Prix. And so we'll see which one. I'll probably take both, one for the team and one for the Grand Prix.
Who do you think is the favorite for the LGCT Super Grand Prix title, and why?
Yeah, okay, you just mentioned Ben Mayer for sure. He is absolutely one of the top favorites. And then Marlin, of course, and Peter, depending what horse they will choose. But of course, I see myself also as a very big favorite with the horse I have. But in the end, it's we have to see. Everyone can do it. Everyone can win it. And we see what it will come out in the end.
And it's quite different, is it, competing in the US versus competing in Europe? Was that a goal of yours to come over and compete in Europe?
Yeah, I have to say I really think that the sport is great in Europe, and the level of riders at every competition, the 5-star level is really, really high. So I just think to put myself in the top of the game, I have to kind of compete against those guys also, so do a bit of both.
We look forward to seeing you in more competitions, and especially in Prague.
Thank you.